What's up, you guys? So I get a lot of questions about my core spirit. It's usually things like, what's the audition process like? How much does it cost? What's the staff like? And pretty basic things that you'd want to know if you were interested in auditioning somewhere. But a question that I've gotten a lot, especially after this past season, is what's the whole thing going on between Spirit of Atlanta and Crossmen? For those of you that didn't know, Spirit of Atlanta and Crossmen are sister corps. As far as I know, we're the only two corps in DCI that have that kind of relationship. And it's a really special thing. Like when we see each other at shows, we have some traditions together. We even have some awards named after each other. But where does this all begin? How did two drum corps become sister corps in this activity?
You gotta learn to that.
So the bonds between Spirit and Crossmen began around the late 70s and early 80s. Back in those days of drum corps, they didn't have the fancy coach buses or super sturdy equipment trucks that we have today. Those things broke down a lot. So we have both corps heading west to California. Both of them have gone through a pretty good number of trucks and buses. But since they had a lot of shows together, they're pretty much headed to the same locations every day. So let's say if one bus had a flat tire or broke down, the other corps bus was able to come up, get the kids off that bus, and get them where they needed to go. And that was just the beginning of the camaraderie between the two. After the next show they had together, I think this was in Utah, the stadium lights were left on and both corps were able to perform the shows for each other. An opportunity that you rarely see in this activity, mainly because of logistics. Then the next day on the road, things didn't go quite as planned. Both corps had their convoys pretty close together. It has their equipment trucks, their souvenir rigs, their vans, their food trucks, and of course their buses. It was a pretty windy day, as in 40, 45 mile per hour winds. All of a sudden, Spirit's equipment truck was blowing off the road. Luckily the drivers were okay, but just imagine a corps equipment truck crumpled and strewn out all over the pavement. Pretty soon, Crossmen's buses eventually pulled up to the wreck. The director got on the bus, told the kids to get off, and pick the wreck clean. Within 10 minutes, they had just about all the equipment they could save. Horns, flags, drums, uniforms. They had all of it off the road and into the aisles on their buses. What would have been $80,000 in damages was cut down to just less than $2,000.
But then everything was okay after that, right?
Literally a few days later, actually it might have been the next day, Crossmen started losing their buses one by one. They were breaking down and constantly blowing tires. But whenever this happened, Spirit was able to pick the kids up and get them to their next destination. And I'm pretty sure Crossmen just kept on losing buses till the end of the season. 80s drum corps. But that was a hugely pivotal summer for how any corps interacted with each other. 80s! Moving forward to some more modern times, 2004 was a really good summer for Spirit Bones. That's what I'm gonna call it now. Spirit Bones. DCI finals were in Denver, Colorado this year, and while Crossmen were in finals, Spirit had just barely missed it and placed 13th. During final retreat, Crossmen's contra section actually made a delta with their horns on the field. Next year, Spirit made finals, but Crossmen didn't. As you can probably guess, Spirit made a Maltese cross on the field for retreat. 2008, however, was the first season that neither of the corps were in finals. After their semifinals performances, both corps went back to their warm-up areas and played their corps songs for each other. The next day, Crossmen members wore a blue teardrop under their right eye, and Spirit wore red ones. 2011, which was my first year of drum corps, I actually got to see the bonds between these two corps firsthand. At our last regular show before finals week, I believe this was in Erie, Pennsylvania, we got to do this thing called mass brass, which is a very important tradition for these corps. Both corps arc it up facing each other, making a big circle where the guards, percussion, and staff get to sit. We play a little music for each other. We play our corps songs, we play show segments, and that kind of thing. Just like when the corps played for each other in the 70s, we're cheering them on, going crazy for each other, and it's really awesome. After it's done, we get to meet each other, hang out a little bit, and it's a really cool experience. It was also Spirit's first time in finals after a while, so of course we made a Maltese cross on the field for retreat. 2012 was a really great year. We did mass brass and that was fun as usual. But this year, both Spirit and Crossmen were in finals. A really cool memory I have is when we just got done with our semifinals performance, we're going through the tunnel, you hear them announcing the scores for the previous corps, and that's when we first heard that Crossmen was in finals. Normally after a performance, especially a big one like this, we kind of group it up and we just have a little post-show talk. This time we were just told, go find Crossmen and go congratulate them. So we find them in the parking lot in front of Lucas Oil. They're all so happy and crying. We're hugging them, congratulating them, eventually we're crying. It was a really emotional experience, but it was also one of my favorite memories from drum corps. Now this past summer, with just Crossmen in finals, you may have seen that picture of them making a delta on the retreat field. What you may not have seen though was actually the members wearing our deltas on the field. Most of us gave them to them after our semifinals performance, some of them during their finals warm-up. But it meant so much to us to see them wear them on the field Saturday night, performing their hearts out for the last time. Now, a lot of you guys have been asking, David, why do you have a cross? Did you march Crossmen? I gave my deltas to one of my best friends in Crossmen's horn line, a third-year vet, for him to wear on finals night. When I got them back after they performed, my cord had his 2014 cross on it. I asked him what it was for, I was really confused at first. He just looks at me and tells me it's my age-out present. And then I cried a lot. That was probably one of the most emotional moments I've ever had in all of my years of drum corps. And I think that was when I truly understood the bond between Spirit and Crossmen. Like, truly understood it. This summer, I also took some video of mass brass since I wasn't in the horn line. So, flashback to someday in West Virginia. What's up, you guys? We are in Charlotte?
No.
Charleston,
Charleston.
West Virginia.
Same thing.
Same thing. We are going to a very special event right now. We're going to the mass brass performance with Spirit of Atlanta and Crossmen's horn lines. Maria, as a Crossmen alumni, are you excited for this mass brass?
Yes.
How excited are you?
I'm really excited. This is my favorite part of tour, honestly. And the fact that I get to be the spirit for it this year makes me really happy.
Cassidy, how excited are you for this mass brass 2014?
I'm really excited. I'm so excited I might pee myself.
Oh, don't do that. You're in uniform.
I got it.
How excited are you, Mickey?
I'm so excited. I'm gonna get married.
Oh,
Yeah.
Wow, this fast rap song is exciting.
this day is full of surprises. Thomas, how excited are you?
On a scale of 1 to like can't even, I'm not dead.
It's pretty excited. Let's see. We got Spirit of Atlanta right here, Spirit of Atlanta horn line. And then we get to Crossmen's horn line. It's gonna be really fun and really loud. And then my phone died. I'll put some links to the videos somewhere. And thank you so much for checking out this video, you guys. It was one that was really important to me, and I imagine a lot of other members and alumni. If that's you and you have any other stories about these corps, please feel free to leave a comment. Or if you have a story about close bonds between you and another band, drumline, guard, whatever, you can leave a comment about that too. I'd love to hear your stories. A couple quick things. The My Pits the Pits video contest is still open until October 31st. If you'd like to win some awesome percussion gear for your high school, you should definitely check it out. If you're dressing up as something band, drum corps, marching related for Halloween like in my last video, I would love to see pictures of your costumes. You can tweet them at me, tag me in them on Instagram, or post them to the JD Funk Corps Facebook so I can include them in a future video. And lastly, the goal right now is to have DCI 2014 in 2 minutes done by the end of October. Can't guarantee it, but that's the goal. I'll probably put out a couple other videos between now and then. But until then, I'll see you guys next time.